Once we get done with this, I need to just talk with you about scheduling here.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're on. You're on. I have to, oh, I want that.
Oh, that's good.
better now. Not bad. All right. On the, oh, when it's, yeah. All right. Good morning, everybody. We are going to get started and open up the meeting here for our Higher Education Employment Advancement Committee. My name is Derek Slapp, State Senator from the 5th State Senate District. And let me see if before we get going, ask if my co-chair or ranking members have any comments.
I'll just say, I think this is our, perhaps our penultimate meeting. Like, we'll see how that goes. And I look forward to a a good meeting where we can pass some, I think, some good legislation out today, and then we'll see if we can finish up next week.
Great. Thank you, Representative Haddad. Representative Haynes, Senator Kelly.
Good morning, everyone. Looking forward to getting started. Thank you.
All right. Got the nod. Get started. So we have 5 bills on our agenda today. So having concluded the remarks by the chairs and our ranking members, we'll bring up these 5. We're going to go one by one and leave the votes open, I should say, until I believe 2 o'clock. Is that where we went? Okay, so 2 o'clock for members. Everybody's running around with different obligations. So I want to make sure everybody has a chance to vote. So the first one is House Bill 5127. It is an act requiring a needs assessment for the delivery of post-secondary education programs in prison. There is some new language. So this would be a JFS, and I'd be looking for a motion.
So moved, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. So we have a motion, looking for a second. Thank you, Senator. We have a second by Senator Mayer. And so with that, are there any comments or questions about this? Yes, Representative Cooley.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I just wanted to make a note that sometimes post-secondary education is interpreted by certain people as being college, and I just wanted to make sure that the trades are also viewed as being post-secondary. Working as a professional cook, I worked with a number of gentlemen on the line. They were all gentlemen in this case. This is going back 35, 40 years ago, who had learned the trade of cooking during their time as a resident of the state, not necessarily Connecticut, because I did cook in multiple states while I was in college and then grad school. But they did pick up trades that were very beneficial to them when they returned after incarceration. So I did want to just point out that post-secondary should be interpreted in its broadest sense to include the trades, because we need the tradesmen, and as the old saying goes, cooks never starve. So it's not a bad profession.
Thank you, Representative. Anywhere else? Yes, Representative D'Amico.
Mr. Chair, might I inquire as to what the substitute language actually does, since I don't have both of them in front of me?
Sure, I'll begin my answer and then hand off to my my co-chair as well. But this has OPM conducting the survey in short, but we do want to make sure that the voices of those who are incarcerated and formerly incarcerated are included in this. Anything you want to add?
So it changes the entity that's going to do the survey, is that?
Correct.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Any other comments or questions? I don't see any from our colleagues online either. So seeing none, I'll ask the clerk, because we're not going to have a consent agenda then. So I'll ask the clerk to call the roll on House Bill 5127 and a JFS, please.
A motion has been made and seconded to JFS agenda item number 1, HB 5127, an act requiring needs assessment for the delivery of post-secondary education programs in prisons. LCO number 2748. Representative Haddad,
Representative Haddad votes yes.
Senator Slapp,
Senator Slapp votes yes.
Representative Haynes, Senator Kelly,
Yes.
Representative Rochelle,
Rep. Rochelle votes yes.
Senator Mar,
Senator Mar votes yes.
Representative Arseno,
Rep. Arseno votes yes.
Representative Brown, Representative Case, Representative Cooley,
Representative Cooley votes yes.
Representative D'Amico,
D'Amico votes yes.
Representative Farrar,
Representative Farrar votes yes.
Senator Flexer. Representative Fortier,
Representative Fortier votes yes.
Representative Johnson,
Representative Johnson votes yes.
Representative Lanu. Senator Lopes,
Senator Lopes votes yes.
Representative Paris,
Paris votes yes.
Representative Senator Maroney, Representative Scott, Representative Turco,
Representative Turco votes yes.
Representative Weir. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. And again, the votes will stay open until 2:00 on all the bills. So the next one is House Bill number 5238. There is joint substitute language. It's an act increasing the amount of the minimum awards under the debt-free community college program. We are looking to JFS this to appropriations. Do I have a motion? Thank you. Thank you, Representative. Moved by Representative Haddad, seconded by Representative Haynes. And any comments or questions, conversations about this one, House Bill number 5238? Representative.
Mr. Chair, I'm going to ask my traditional question. Could you just give a brief description? Because I have not had a chance to look, I'm sorry to say, at the substitute language.
Sure. Yeah. So this bill is aimed at increasing retention among students and acknowledging the increasing cost of attendance. I say that kind of holistically and all the cost of attendance. And so it would increase the, again, minimum financial award as outlined from 250 full-time to 750 and from $150 to $450 for part-time students.
Thank you.
Representative Cooley.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. This goes to approps and then we'll get a physical note on this at that point.
Yes, Representative.
Thank you. I'm more than willing to vote yes at this point, but we'll reserve my vote on the floor based on the physical note that we get. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative. Any other comments or questions? No. If not, Madam Clerk, could you call the roll on House Bill number 5238, please? Thank you.
A motion has been made and seconded to JFS to appropriations, agenda item number 2, House Bill 5238, an act increasing the amount of the minimum awards under the debt-free community college program, LCO number 2688. Representative Haddad,
Haddad votes yes.
Senator Slapp,
Senator Slapp votes yes.
Representative Haynes, Senator Kelly,
Yes.
Representative Rochelle,
Representative Rochelle votes yes.
Senator Maher,
Senator Mar votes yes.
Representative Arseno,
Arseno votes yes.
Representative Brown, Representative Case, Representative Cooley,
Representative Cooley votes yes.
Representative D'Amico,
D'Amico votes yes.
Representative Farrar,
Representative Farrar votes yes.
Senator Flexer, Representative Fortier,
Representative Fortier votes yes.
Representative Johnson,
Representative Johnson votes yes.
Representative Lanu. Yes. Senator Lopes,
Senator Lopes votes yes.
Senator Maroney, Representative Paris,
Senator Paris, Representative Paris votes yes. My apologies.
Representative Scott, Representative Turco,
Representative Turco votes yes.
Representative Weir. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Next up is Senate Bill 106. It's an act concerning workforce development initiatives in the state. Do I have a motion? So moved. Thank you, Senator Kelly. And seconded, sorry, by Representative Haddad. And I'll head off Representative D'Amico at the pass here by saying there's not a lot more to this bill right now than the title. Just a few more sentences about a study being done by the Board of Regents. So that should do it. But
Just to be clear, Mr. Chair, substitute language is a different case than what was presented to us during the public hearing. So that's why I always ask about substitute language.
of course.
But thank you. I
No,
appreciate the acknowledgement.
My pleasure.
Thank you, sir.
Any other comments or questions about this bill, Representative Cooley?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I usually vote in other committees against placeholder bills, but given my experience with this committee and the leadership on this committee in dealing last session with placeholders, I will vote for this based on the honorable handling of last year's placeholder bill, and I will defer to leadership on this. So thank you.
Thank you, Representative. Much appreciated. Any other comments or questions on this? No? If not, Madam Clerk, could you call the roll, please, on Senate Bill 107?
A motion has been made and seconded to JF agenda item number.
I'm
3.
sorry, I said the wrong bill number. My apologies. Senate Bill 106, just to be clear. Thanks.
A motion has been made and seconded to JF agenda item number 3, Senate Bill 106, and not concerning workforce development initiatives in the state. Representative Haddad,
Haddad votes yes.
Senator Slapp,
Senator Slapp votes yes.
Representative Haynes, Senator Kelly,
Yes.
Representative Rochelle,
Rep. Rochelle votes yes.
Senator Mar,
Senator Mar votes yes.
Representative Arseno,
Arseno votes yes.
Representative Brown, Representative Case, Representative Cooley,
Representative Cooley votes yes.
Representative D'Amico,
D'Amico votes yes.
Representative Farrar,
Representative Farrar votes yes.
Senator Flexer, Representative Fortier,
Representative Fortier votes yes.
Representative Johnson,
Representative Johnson votes yes.
Representative Lanu. No. Senator Lopes,
Senator Lopes votes yes.
Senator Maroney, Representative Paris,
Paris votes yes.
Representative Scott, Representative Turco,
Representative Turco votes yes.
Representative Weir. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Next up is Senate Bill 107. It's an act updating requirements for construction management oversight at the University of Connecticut, repealing the requirement for a plan to increase the number of full-time faculty at public institutions of higher education. There is substitute language as well. Can I have a motion, please? Representative Haddad, motion. Thank you. And thank you, Representative Haynes, with the second. And before I open up for questions or comments, I'm going to hand off to my co-chair, who is going to briefly describe the bill and also, I think, has some reflections upon this bill as well, and certainly one of the latter parts of this bill about the growth of UConn and the planning for that growth. Representative.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Again, to address any anticipated questions about what the substitute language says, but also just to more completely describe the bill. The opening sections of the bill bring into conformity with current practice the oversight of construction management at the University of Connecticut. I think around the time that we established UConn 2000, we had to establish a construction management oversight committee. The members of that committee have not been actively, I think all resigned in the mid 2020, around 2014 or so. None of the appointing authorities have made new appointments to that committee. The responsibility since that time has really been executed ably by the Board of Trustees of the University of Connecticut. So the opening sections of this bill just formalize that practice. The next important section of the bill is Section 4. I'll skip for just a moment. But the remaining sections of the bill also are just making a change in the way that we refer to the leader of the Connecticut state colleges and universities. There are a lot of pages here. The only substantive change is to refer to that person as the chancellor. They are no longer referred to as the president. And so sections 5 through the end of the end of the bill make that change. As for section 4, this is a change. This is some substitute language as well. The original bill would have repealed the requirement that the University of Connecticut and other colleges and universities, public colleges and universities, develop a plan to increase the number of full-time teaching faculty at the colleges. This instead pauses those reports until December 31st, 2028. As we all know, the public colleges and universities are currently facing a severe budget shortfalls, as they have in several past years. It is not, given the current budget circumstances, it is not currently practical for them to increase significantly the number of faculty at their universities. In fact, they are struggling as hard as they can to keep the ones they have. And so for the foreseeable future, unfortunately, it seems like it makes more sense to relieve them of the burden of putting together a plan that has little chance of being effectuated. That's a small administrative savings to the university without forsaking, I think, what this legislature's goal is, which is to eventually see our public universities grow and thrive in the state of Connecticut. And so I support the amendment and the substitute language.
Thank you, Representative. Any comments or questions about this bill?
Now that I know what
Yes,
the substitute
Representative.
language is, Mr. Chair, I'm happy to support it. How's that? Thank you.
Representative D'Amico, we appreciate your thoroughness. Thank you. Anything else? No? All right. If not, I would ask that the clerk call the roll for Senate Bill 107, an act updating requirements for construction management oversight at the University of Connecticut and repealing the requirement for a plan to increase the number of full-time faculty at public institutions of higher education. Madam Clerk, thank you.
A motion has been made and seconded to JFS agenda item number 4, Senate Bill 107, an act updating the requirement for construction management oversight at the University of Connecticut and repealing the requirement for a plan to increase the number of full-time faculty at public institutions of higher education. LCO number 2750. Representative Haddad,
Representative Haddad votes yes.
Senator Slatt,
Senator Slatt votes yes.
Representative Haynes, Senator Kelly,
Yes.
Representative Rochelle,
Rep. Rochelle votes yes.
Senator Mar,
Senator Mar votes yes.
Representative Arseno,
Arseno votes yes.
Representative Brown, Representative Case, Representative Cooley,
Representative Cooley votes yes.
Representative D'Amico,
D'Amico votes yes.
Representative Farrar,
Representative Farrar votes yes.
Senator Flexer, Representative Fortier,
Representative Fortier votes yes.
Representative Johnson,
Representative Johnson votes yes.
Representative Lanu, Senator Lopes,
Senator Lopes votes yes.
Senator Maroney, Representative Paris,
Representative Paris votes yes.
Representative Scott, Representative Turco,
Representative Turco votes yes.
Representative Weir. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Last on our agenda is Senate Bill 204. It's an act expanding the debt-free community college program and naming the award after Mary Ann Hanley. There is substitute language and looking for a motion for a JFS, and this would go to the Appropriations Committee.
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Representative Haddad, thank you. Do we have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Representative Farrar with a second. And this bill does three things, and, happy to have my co-chair jump in as well here. But first, it's expanding the debt-free community college program. Right now, students are eligible only if they graduated from a Connecticut high school. So this would change that criteria and say that you don't have to have graduated from a Connecticut high school. Second, it is changing, as it says, the awards to be named after former State Senator Mary Ann Hanley. And then kind of in accordance with that, it's changing some of the language from grant to award. So that's some of the substitute language reflected there. And then there is a change in the time of the reporting from the Board of Regents by a few months, give them more time from November 1st to March 1st, 2005. They have some reporting requirements that's in section D that's outlined there. So that's what the bill does, and open it up to any comments or questions from members. Yes, Senator Kelly.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I have a couple of one concern with regards to this bill. Certainly, it's not naming the awards after Mary Ann Handley. That is perfectly appropriate. But I do have a concern at this time where we're in an environment where the state college system is looking for additional revenue, not only for curriculum and academic endeavors, but also at a time when we're increasing tuition on students and in-state tuitions, in-state students, that we would actually at the same time be looking at providing benefits to people from out of state. I understand that we're guided by state statute 10A-29, which defines what an in-state student is. And that's one thing, but to then add on top of that an in-state student status, an actual benefit to a debt-free college education, I think is going beyond the pale at a time when we're asking our students to pay more. So at this time, while I think this is a good concept to look at trying to expand debt-free college to kids who are Connecticut residents, I would certainly be in favor of that. I think at this time, I'm going to be a no to mark this bill and look forward to working on it between now and its passage. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Kelly. And I appreciate good senator's comments. Just a few things that I would add. A reminder, one, that the committee did pass this bill last year, and some of the reasons we've heard reflected in testimony by a chancellor of the system, that we know that we expect the vast majority of the benefits of this to already be residents of the state of Connecticut, and to be eligible for debt-free community college. Even after, should this bill pass, you would still have to be a resident of the state of Connecticut. And at a time when we have our community colleges, some of them facing declining enrollment, we know that people who graduate from our community colleges are very likely to stay in the state and contribute to our economy and to our workforce, which is something that I think we're all, prioritize. I think that this bill has a lot of merit, as we heard in public testimony. So I don't know if there's any other comments or questions. Yes, Representative Haddad.
Yeah, I appreciate the comment by both our Senator Kelly and by Senator Slapp. I just wanted to just make sure that we talked about, I think a large category of current residents who have lived here for a substantial amount of time, but just haven't graduated from a Connecticut high school. Those folks are not currently eligible for PACT scholarships, but there's no real reason not to make them eligible for PACT scholarships. Additionally, I would say that 10A-29, I'm reading it. And it says, I think that when you first move to the state, you have to wait 6 months before you can apply for in-state certification and domicile for in-state tuition. But additionally, I would say that there are other categories of folks who are welcome in our state. For example, a spouse or a member of the armed forces who are stationed here currently are not eligible for PACT because while they are eligible for in-state tuition, again, they may not have graduated from a Connecticut high school, but would be made eligible by this bill for a PACT scholarship as well. So I think this merits some additional study. I trust that that all members of this committee will sort of go back and take a good long look at 10A-29 and sort of see not just the risk, I think, that Senator Kelly was mentioning, but also the benefit to so many people in the state who currently, I think, deserve consideration for PACT funding, but aren't currently eligible.
Thank you, Representative. Any other comments or questions? Yes, Representative Cooley.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and I agree with Senator Kelly's concerns. One thing, with the change in the way this is written, one group that would benefit from it would be long-term Connecticut residents who are going back to community college to gain skills, to find a new career. One of the things that's different today in the 21st century than most of the 20th century is most people will not have a single career in their working life, but I believe the average is at least 3 and may actually go up. I can vouch for that since I'm now in my 3rd career in my working life. And that population, even though they may not have gone to a Connecticut high school, have long established ties with the state and they would benefit from this. So I just wanted to kind of point that out. It's not just community college benefit is not just for young people starting out, but it's also for older residents who are looking to redefine and get new careers because the career path they took has greatly changed. And I know that as a academic, since I made my career writing for encyclopedia and reference volumes, which Wikipedia wiped out in the 20th century. So I had to make a lot of adjustments as an academic. So I think there's a lot of positive here going forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative. Any other comments or questions? No. Great. If not, Madam Clerk, could you call the roll, please?
A motion,
This is, I'm just, sorry, I wanted to add that this is Senate Bill 204, and it would be a JFS to appropriations. Thank you, Madam Clerk.
a motion has been made and seconded to JFS to appropriation agenda item number 5, Senate Bill 204, and act expanding the debt-free community college program and naming the awards after Mary Ann Hanley. Representative Haddad,
Haddad votes yes.
Senator Slatt,
Senator Slatt votes yes.
Representative Haynes, Senator Kelly, Representative Rochelle,
Rep. Rochelle votes yes.
Senator Mar,
Senator Mar votes yes.
Representative Arseno,
Arseno votes yes.
Representative Brown, Representative Case, Representative Cooley,
Representative Cooley votes yes.
Representative D'Amico,
D'Amico votes yes.
Representative Farrar,
Representative Farrar votes yes.
Senator Flexer, Representative Fortier,
Representative Fortier votes yes.
Representative Johnson,
Representative Johnson votes yes.
Representative Lanu, Senator Lopes,
Senator Lopes votes yes.
Senator Maroney, Representative Paris,
Paris votes yes.
Representative Scott, Representative Turco,
Representative Turco votes yes.
Representative Weir. Thank you.
Thank you. That concludes the bills that are up for review under item number 3 for today. I will say that, after our hearing on Tuesday, the leadership ranking, the chairs, vice chairs, and ranking members have not yet had an opportunity to discuss the bills that we heard on Tuesday. We will be doing that by the end of this week. And as a result of that, we will likely have one final meeting, I suspect, next Tuesday or Thursday. So block those times out on your calendar. I think they're both set for, we have rooms reserved for 11:30 on both those days. And we'll let you know as soon as we can about which of those 2 days we'll try to get our work done. Additionally, I would just remind Democratic members of the committee that we're scheduled to have a caucus this afternoon. We had sort of tentatively said that would happen beginning at 12:30 in room 2600. That's still our goal and our intention. And so if you can think about joining us in room 2600, we can have get some feedback from you about the remaining bills. And if are there any additional announcements? No, I see none. So With that, we will be recess until 2 o'clock when to allow other additional members to vote on the roll calls that we took today, and we'll see you next week.
Hey, Jazz, are you on? How are you?
Sorry, let me put my volume up.
So I just wanted to double check. I voted, but I want to make sure I didn't miss one at the beginning.
Okay, let me just confirm. Okay, Ms. Rochelle, you're all set. I have you
All
down.
right, thank you.
Yep, no problem. Hi, Senator Maroney. How are you today?
I'm okay, Jess. How are you?
Okay. So I'm just gonna go through each bill that I need your vote for, and you just let me know how you would like to vote.
Okay,
So,
thank you.
first one is 5127, an act requiring a needs assessment for the delivery of post-secondary education programs in prisons.
Yes.
And then I have 5238, an act increasing the amount of the minimum awards under the debt-free community college program.
Yes.
SB 106, an act concerning workforce development initiatives in the state.
Yes.
Then I have SB 107, an act updating the requirements for construction management oversight at the University of Connecticut and repealing the requirement for a plan to increase the number of full-time faculty at public institutions of higher education.
Yes.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah, it was.
SB 204, an act expanding the debt-free community college program and naming the awards after Mary Ann Hamilton.
Yes.
Okay, and with that, you're all set.
Okay, thanks, Jess.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You as well. Goodbye.
Hi, Representative Case. How are you?
Good. Am I the last one?
No, I'm still waiting one more.
Okay. 5127, yes.
Yep. Okay.
5238,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Yep.
106 is a placeholder, I believe. That's a no.
Mm-hmm.
107, a yes.
Yep.
And a 204, a yes.
Okay. I have you down for all your votes.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Thank you. You as well. Take care. Hi, Senator Flexa, can you hear me?
I can, Madam Clerk.
Okay, so I need your vote on, do you want me to read them out or do you have like an agenda you could?
I've already reviewed the agenda.
Okay, so
Thank
the
you.
first one is HB 5127.
I would like to vote yes.
Okay,
Do I still
Next
need
one
to
is-
talk about myself in the third person?
Huh?
Are the rules are still that I have to talk about myself in the third person? You know, Senator Flex votes yes and all that jazz. Oh, I
I don't think you have to do it, you could just say yeah. then
Okay.
yes. 5238.
Yes.
Okay. SB 106.
Yes.
SB 107.
Yes.
And then last one is SB 204.
Yes.
Okay, and I have you down for everything. Thank
Great.
you.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
You too. Bye.